Hello and welcome along to Jurong Stadium. It's time for football from the Singapore Premier League. We have one more game to go before we conclude match week 19, and that's coming up for you in just a few moments as title chasing Albirex Niigata take on Young Lions this evening here at the home of the four-time league champions. Before we get to kickoff, here's a look at what else has gone on in this round of matches, which started off on Friday night at Hougang Stadium, and we had a thrilling game of football. As Hougang United and Albirex Niigata shared 6 goals and took home a point each from that encounter. Then on Saturday, Lion City Sailors increased their lead at the top of the table after picking up a comfortable 4-0 win over Balestier Khalsa. The perfect tonic for the struggles they've had over the last few weeks. And speaking of struggles, the Young Lions have had that in abundance this season, but there was finally some reprieve on Sunday as they collected just their second win of the campaign. They put 4 goals past Tanjung Pagar.
Just go out there and show what we can, and then yeah, both of us are young, but then of course we have to look differently. That we are young, but our players is coming from schools and NS kind of thing. So there's a difference between them playing professionally.
The views, Shasi, what was your approach like back in the day?
Always try to be as frank as possible, and Nazri is right, isn't he? Albirex is Albirex. You know, they almost go with the same lineup almost every single time, you know, and why not? Because it has paid dividends, and that's why they are second in the league. And just to echo what Nazri has said, so yeah, and not much has changed, and we will talk about the lineup a little bit later on.
Yeah, we certainly will. And Shasi, back in the day, being as frank as possible, that has carried on to this day, and I'm glad it has. Just about ready for these two teams to come out onto this playing surface, which both these sides will be pretty familiar with in artificial turf. But I think especially Albirex Niigata will be happier to come back seeking home comforts here after losing the initiative in the title race with that 3-all draw against Hougang United last Friday.
Yeah, for a moment you thought that they are or would be the driver's seat, and then that happened, the 3-all draw. But it's not all doom and gloom. You know, I think there's still a long way to go, and it starts from here as well. They need to get that win so that they can go within a point of LCS with the same number of games played. But yeah, you know, they are heavy underdogs, the Young Lions that is coming into this game, although they did get a very precious win in that last outing.
Well, you mentioned heavy underdogs. You are absolutely right there, Shasi. I mean, when you look at the last 2 matches that were played between these sides in the SPL so far, they're both won comfortably by Albirex Niigata, 5-0 and 5-0. 10 goals conceded by the Young Lions against the title chasers. In fact, Albirex Niigata have won the last 19 games against the Young Lions in the league. That is an incredible record. Here are your match officials. It's your referee, Abhirami Naidu. Should be assisted by J. Ashok Raj and Chan Kwok Wai. The 4th official will be Muhammad Hilmi Fuad. Well, this is an outstanding Albirex Niigata side who have pretty much blown most teams away in the SPL this season. And as my co-commentator Shasi has mentioned, they don't make too many changes with their lineup. Just the one coming into this game. And it's an important one though, up top with Ilhan Fandi coming back into the side after missing out against Hougang through illness. He takes the place of Zamani Zamri. Now Shasi, there's a lot of familiarity in this Albirex Niigata lineup.
Great substitution to have, isn't it? Ilhan Fandi coming in for Zamani, a local player, and he will play up top. But, you know, I just love the way things have been shared across the team. You know, we look at goals, Tanaka with 19, Ilhan with 10, Sugita with 7, Tadanari Lee with 6. And then you look at the assists as well, Idetsu with 12, Tanaka with 7, Kan Kobayashi with 7 as well. So it has been spread out evenly throughout the team.
As a man who has been incredibly successful in his time as Albirex Niigata head coach, back in the hot seat this season. And this is what he is going to be up against. The 11 for the Young Lions. Nazri Nasir making 3 changes from their 4-2 win over Tanjung Pagar United. Shah Shahiran comes into the side and will provide a big boost to the team in midfield. Sharul Sazali also starts for Young Lions, and he'll hopefully be providing some much needed experience and steel to that back line. The final change sees Daniel Crichton making just his 2nd start of the season, his 3rd appearance overall. Elijah Lim, Jordan Imaviwe and Raul Suhaimi are the players who miss out on the matchday squad completely. Shasi, what's the news surrounding Jordan and Raul's absences?
Well, we do know from Nazri that, there you go, Nazri there, Raul Suhaimi is out through illness, minor injury we hear from him, and Jordan, who's supposed to be in the starting lineup today, and he is out through illness, so a last-minute entry for Sharul Sazali.
Well, you feel that Jordan Maviwe will be a big miss for this Young Lions side. He has looked very steady in central defense, and perhaps one of the more outstanding defenders in this campaign for the Young Lions so far. And you probably feel that their strongest backline will consist of the likes of Sharul alongside Jordan Imaviwe. It's a shame that he is going to be missing out. And nice to see, wonderful crowd enjoying themselves. Drinks in the stands. I'm sure there's some delicious food options as well.
We haven't seen that for a very long time. Drinks and food in the stadium itself.
And you just have a look there, enjoying a bowl of noodles. And on we go. It is the home side, Albirex Niigata, going from right to left. Start us off. They always look to try and get off to a quick start, want to set the tempo early on. As Crichton is just forced to put it out for a throw-in to the opposition. Under pressure immediately by Omori. And Gallagher quick to help out and win the ball back for his side. Here's Joel Chu. Played an interesting ball right across the back line there. Sharul was quickest to it. Ilhan. Another neat touch. A player who brings his other teammates into play. You do feel like he was a miss for them in that game against Hougang United.
Yeah, in a way, his presence up top, and you know, he's very hardworking as well, so he will chase down the opponent's defense line as well. So you know what you're going to get from him.
Well, they had Korai Tanaka starting up front in that last game against Hougang in the absence of Ilhan, but they really struggled to get any sort of rhythm going in that match, and Hougang perhaps unfortunate not to come away with the win. Credit to Albirex, the way they fought back and able to take a point from that one. And the game only really changed after Tadanari Lee came on. He's on the bench, he's available for Yoshinaga if they do need him a little bit later. There was Syed Akmal going up into a challenge with Korai Tanaka, who's back out onto the left-hand side, operating in that left half space. From the wonderful understanding with Ilhan in those attacking areas as Omori tries to shake off the attentions of Gallagher. Does well. Kobayashi, that's another good challenge from Jarrett Gallagher. Here's Shah. And tidy in possession early on, Young Lions. And they do have that technical quality in the side, the likes of Joel, Shah, and Jarrett Gallagher when he just wins it back, breaks up the opposition attacks. Oh, that's lovely work from Joel Chu.
I just love to see those kind of moves, especially from Joel Chu and Shah Shahiran in the middle of the park. And you're right about the quality they do possess in the middle, but it's that cutting edge going up top that has been really sorely missing.
A man of the moment, Zico Strua, leading the line for the Young Lions this evening. Got 4 goals the last time out against Tanjung Pagar. Those 4 goals against the Jaguars brought him up to 8 for the season. Again, it's been one of those campaigns for the young Lions, and a lot of their players having to, at times, miss out through school, attending schoolwork, national service as well. Sometimes they've got to fulfill their duty before coming out for training and for matches.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? And that's why sometimes you do see Shah Shahira not even in the squad. Joe Chu as well plays serving NS. It's really tough for the coaching staff.
A late challenge there from Stewart. It's looking, Shasi, like Stewart has just been dropped into more of a central defensive role.
Yeah, he's probably the one in the middle of defense in a 3-man central defense. Said Akmal to his right and Sharul Sazali to his left, with wingbacks Crichton and Danish Kayum.
Free kick to be taken by Idetsu. Scored a brilliant goal against Hougang United. Helped them to that point away from home. Lifts another one into the area. And he got his head on that. Just couldn't quite direct it towards goal. You can see the idea behind it. There was enough pace on the delivery of Idetsu. It's Tanaka with the final touch.
Yeah, the ball just floated in, and just having gotten his head to the ball, that's could be considered a half chance. Couldn't trouble the goalkeeper Ridwan, who had a very good game against Tanjung Pagar. Some great saves.
Sugita onto Kobayashi. Seems to be thriving in this attacking midfield role that he's got. He's given license to roam across those attacking midfield areas. Now here's another player for Albirex Niigata. Those contributions might have perhaps gone under the radar a little bit. Kakuta, the number 6, tireless worker in midfield. It looked like a foul throw. Again, foul throws don't seem to be given at the professional level for some reason. Ezidetsu receives it back from Kakuta. Sugita immediately under pressure. It was a good challenge from Sharul. Kwe has just put it in behind for Zikos. There's Glenn Kwe. Gallagher. Stewart. Side Akmal. It's a little bit too slow to react to that, Crichton, and Omori was quick to shut it down. Here come Albirex again, Kobayashi. Out to Omori. Nice idea with the ball. Ilhan could still get on the end of it. Side Akmal able to pick it out to Stewart. Quicker to pick up the second ball. Home side, here's Idetsu. What a leap from Ilhan. Flag, I think, has gone up for offside, though.
Yeah, I think he just came on from an offside position. Right about the leap there. Wasn't favourite to win it. Again, a very tight call, wasn't it? Appeared to be in line with the last defender.
Sugita unable to take it down. Just moving back onto the right-hand side, Sugita. Perhaps prefers playing out on the left and being able to cut in onto his right foot, but he's done very well there to steal the ball back for his team. Ilhan, lovely footwork. Sets up Tanaka for the shot! Off the crossbar. They're under pressure here, Young Lions. They've gotten away with that.
Well, that was a great passage of play here. Look at this turn. There you go, the swivel, but quick feed from Ilan Fandi puts it on a plate for Tanaka. Look at that, just a cross goal.
A good bit of refereeing as well to allow the play to continue. Just wanting to play the advantage. Albirex almost took full advantage of that situation. And Kobayashi is not happy with the challenge that was put in on him. Touch back to Idetsu. Just sees his options to pass it forward closed off. Decided to just go back into Koga. He's quite comfortable with the ball at his feet. He's made a few errors this season though, in terms of his decision making at times. Sugita able to turn, find Kobayashi with space to drive into. Goes out wide to Tanaka. Just send it in on his left foot, looking for Ilhan. Danish there with enough of a challenge just to throw Ilhan off. He's given it away to Idetsu though. It's come out to Tanaka, almost came into him. Important touch away by the Young Lions defense.
It was a very important touch from Said Akmal, I think. Or else Tanaka would be at the end of that. Poor clearance initially from Danish Qayyum there.
Jun Kobayashi. Idetsu. Just looking to lift it over the top. He's having a lot of work to do, Said Akmal, in the early stages of this one. Pressure given away for a throw-in. It's quickly taken by Sugita. Here's Kakuta. Just patiently looking for the opening here. Idetsu. I look for the moment that he decided against the switch there, Kobayashi. He's certainly looking to try and penetrate down this right-hand side very early on. It's another ball pinged out to Sugita. Not quite taken in his run, but he's managed to find Kobayashi. That's a little bit overplayed for Idetsu.
Yeah, Idetsu there just stopped his run a little, checked his run. The ball was played. A bit of miscommunication there, but the pattern has been set so far. First 10 minutes of the game. It's going to be a long night for Young Lions. Without the ball most of the time, chasing the ball, chasing shadows sometimes, chasing the man. They've got to be really focused, especially with the blind man running.
Albirex Niigata should be the side that are comfortable in this one. When you look at the recent history in terms of the meetings between these two sides, I mentioned at the start that Albirex have won the last 19 matches against the Young Lions. They've scored 67 goals in those 19 games. That's an average of about 3.5 goals per match. And they've scored Albirex, but they could be on the end of this one here from Glenn Quay. It's a decent attempt, forcing a save from Koga. Warning signs are there. Albirex for all their possession. Almost getting caught out by a swift Young Lions counter.
Yeah, Albirex did deal with the bounce there on the pitch. As you can see here, the ball was played back. Ball just bouncing around, and this is the one. Glenn Quay taking full advantage. Good turn, good shot. Keeper makes a very good save, Koga.
There's an opportunity from the corner. It's so important that they get a good delivery in. And will be Joel Chu with the in-swinger. He's floated into the air, finds the head of Zikos. It's kept in play by Sharul, finds Shah, lovely pass into Shah, takes a shot. A comfortable save in the end from Koga.
Yeah, nicely done down this right-hand side from the corner kick. Shah, why not take a shot, cross goal. Goalkeeper showing a safe pair of hands. Miscommunication again from Albirex.
There's another look at that. It's a good leap from Zikos, but is always stretching to get on the end of that delivery.
It was Sharul there with a cutback. Nicely done. And could have gone across goal. Decided to take a shot.
Kobayashi goes past the pressure of Zikos, no problem. Can't go forward though. And again, they are a side who are very comfortable in possession, Albirex Niigata, and quite happy just to slow the tempo of the game down. Sideways and backwards if they need to. Drawn the press before looking for that longer pass forward. Stewart has to deal with it.
Yeah, again, the bounce. Very is doing very well to get the ball away.
Large gap in that midfield now. As that ball finds Sugita. They have recovered their shape, Young Lions. Idetsu. Koga again, just hanging on to it, slowing it down. He doesn't mind that press coming at him, and that allows them to play these passes through the lines. Idetsu to whip one in behind the defense, finds Tanaka. Flagger stay down. It's such an important challenge that was put in by Crichton. Tanaka was in, and you fancied him to go on and finish that.
Well, if that was the right call, then the Young Lions, they went to sleep there, the back line. And then you can see Hilal Fandi a little bit frustrated that Tanaka didn't cut the ball back. There you go again, still talking to Tanaka.
Perhaps the first and second touch from Tanaka in that situation, sending him a little bit wider than he would have liked.
Yeah, I think it's that first touch, wasn't it? And couldn't really wrap his foot around the ball.
Opportunity from this corner. Idetsu sends it in. Someone well in the air at the near post by Jun Kobayashi. Picked up by Kan Kobayashi. Haria sends another one in. Ridwan's under pressure from Ilhan. Spills it out to Jun Kobayashi. Idetsu. It's a lovely cross. Can he finish it? He can, but the flag has gone up. I think the flag went up very early, to be fair. He header straight at Ridwan. They wouldn't have counted anyway. Let's have another look at that, Shasi.
Yeah, again, this cross again from that man, Idetsu down the right-hand side. And from here, it didn't really look like he was offside. It's so clear, but this is a much better angle. Let's take a look here. Yeah.
Well, you wonder whether Ilhan...
because I was looking at the other player.
It might have been a case there, you know, where Ilhan was actually onside.
Right. But either way, Ridwan did save it.
Kwe to Chu. They found Zikos. That's a lovely ball into the run of Shah. Scramble it away, this Albirex defense. Haria goes down. Free kick has been given.
Oh, that's great persistence from Shah Shahiran there. Trying to bulldoze himself through the, or in the in-yard area. But the warning signs are there for Young Lions as well, because the crosses come in and the Young Lions team or defense line to go to sleep at times.
Kakuta. Idetsu hugging the touchline. Drives one across to Tanaka. You can see the idea behind it, just couldn't quite find the execution. Idetsu is not the kind of player that needs to be this man. He's quite happy to cross it from deeper areas, and he's got that range and that ability.
He's got that vision as well. You know, some players, they do have that vision, but they don't have that technical ability to do it. He's got both.
And that's the thing though, Shasi, in terms of tactically, as a coach, when you're planning for games against a player like Idetsu, I'll come back to it in a bit, but you're always just looking at it thinking, well, you say, yeah, you got to get someone closer to him to close down the cross, but he's sort of so far out.
Yeah, from a very deep position.
From a very deep position.
Yeah, and you don't want anyone to be going, you know, leaving your position and going way top to close down a player. So the only thing you can do is, as the back line, you have to drop off. You know, as Idetsu is trying to take that ball.
He's looking for that big diagonal. Kobayashi. Again, flag going up for offside. Well, you hear from...
Yeah.
You just picked that up from Nazri Nasir. Having been a bit of a go at Albirex Niigata as well, in a sense, saying that's all they know, playing the long ball. A bit unfair, I would think, but I assume he's trying to provide some encouragement to his young players.
You'd say anything to your team to, you know, encourage them and motivate them. But in a way, he's right, because if they do play the long ball, you got to drop off if no one's, you know, pressing on Idetsu.
That's a simple ball over the top. It's picked up by Tanaka. Finds Ilhan. Closed down well by Gallagher. Providing cover for his back line, Jared Gallagher. Gets it back from Zikos. It's good work from Gallagher. Under pressure, really nowhere to go. Was able to still draw the foul and the contact from Kobayashi.
Yeah, nicely done. The initial tackle was very good indeed, trying to go forward, and then no options. Just got a little bit lucky there, but he wins his side some time to reorganize.
That's AIA. Again, a pretty good idea. Ilhan couldn't quite take it down with his first touch. Under pressure from Stewart. That's lost out to the number 33. He's turned into trouble there, Danish. Ball off the head of side. Akmal comes out to Tanaka. We've seen him score from this range. Not afraid to let fly. And forces a save from Ridwan. Has to touch it over the top.
Yeah, that's a good save from Ridwan again. Just cutting inside his man and taking a shot a little bit too close to Ridwan. Akmal with a slight touch off, but only as far as Tanaka. This is what he does best. The goalkeeper does well. Now at the moment, the Young Lions have a problem because Haris, he's trying to win the ball further up the park, and then when he does win the ball, he just goes into, you know, he's just out of position, and then one man short at the back. Got to sort this out at the back, the Young Lions.
Detsu with the in-swinger. Well, he finds the teammates, cross the line. Almost seemed to happen in slow motion there. Ridwan got a touch onto it, but there was too much power from that header of Korai Tanaka. And they've gotten the opener here, Albirex Niigata, and it is an opener that they deserve.
Well, you said the warning signs were there, and listen, you gotta heed those warning signs, and it's a straightforward corner. Tanaka with the header, and it's a free header as well. It's just not good enough defensively. If you just look at the Young Lion side, look at this. In the penalty area, I think it was Jared, was it? He was supposed to be marking him, and his marking position was all wrong. It was behind him instead of goal side.
Well, that is Korai Tanaka's 20th goal of the season, but not just that. Masaya Idetsu with the delivery on the corner. That's his 13th assist of the campaign. Gone back level with Lestien, top of the assist charts in the SPL. And Tanaka with that 20th goal. Is the first Albirex Niigata player to hit at least 20 in a season since Tsubasa Sano back in 2017. If anyone remembers, Sano scored 26 goals that season in 21 appearances. Now in J3 with Nagano Parcero. Congratulations to Korai Tanaka for meeting that mark. Plenty of games to go. You're looking to add a few more onto that tally.
That last one there, ball almost got to Kan Kobayashi. There you go, Tanaka, man of the moment.
Again, his ability in the air.
Yeah, not the tallest of players.
He's got this wonderful leap and this excellent timing.
The timing, I think, yeah, it's all about the timing as well.
Shah being forced back into Stewart. Again, dallying on the ball. It's taken away by Ilhan. That's great work from Ilhan into Tanaka. They could be punished here. Sugita. He should find a finish now. And he does. Too easy for Albirex Niigata. Huge mistake at the back by Stewart. Dallying on the ball. Giving Ilhan the opportunity to close him down. Tanaka eventually setting up the opportunity for Sugita to find the finish.
Well, how frustrating is that if you are Nazri Nase, just giving the ball away. No pressure at all, Haris. Or maybe a little bit of pressure from Ilan Fandi, but there was time for him before that. But that touch from Ilhan was a very good one to Tanaka. Got it away early, and then that assist for Tanaka. Sugita, second time of asking.
Sugita's 8th goal of the campaign. 2-2 now. He scored against Hougang last week. It was a similar sort of situation where he was actually the one who went out to press that Hougang defense and forced an error from the goalkeeper, Aizil, on that occasion. Here they come once more. Ilhan. He touched it away from side Akmal.
We spoke about this before the game, sharing responsibility between the players. Tanaka now with 8 assists. It's an amazing squad and team they've got at Albirex.
Yeah, goals coming in from almost everywhere in this side. That's what makes them so difficult to deal with. Tanaka's gone down, clutching his back. Gallagher has been nice enough to put it out so that Tanaka can receive some treatment. Has he been made to pay for that statement he made about Albirex only knowing how to play the long ball? He's been punished now, hasn't he, side?
Yeah, but you know, you just look at those 2 goals again. They could have been avoided. The first one was just a simple marking job. And that was the foul by Said Akmal. But a simple marking job on the corner kick situation on Tanaka. Couldn't do that job. And then the second goal, if you're not sure as a defender, just put it into the channels for your strikers to run onto. Didn't happen. Got closed down by Ilhan Fandi. Then got punished again.
Well, they are looking very comfortable, Albirex Niigata. Tanaka looks like he'll be okay to continue. Come back on.
He has to be okay. He's gunning for the goal scorers award. I'm sure, back of his mind.
Well, that is turning into really good competition. Yeah. That race for the golden boot. Not just Kapitovic and Korai Tanaka. Just the 2 goals separating Kapitovic and Tanaka at the moment, but Ryo Nishiguchi is there as well. He's 17 for the season. Chu. Gets it out to Zikos. Disappointingly, the flag has gone up. Frustrating situation for Young Lions.
Yeah, it was because Zikos, loads of space there down the left-hand side, the left channel. Between the right back, Tetsu and Jun Kobayashi.
Sugita again takes it down comfortably. Tries to get away from Sharul. Sticks with his man. Have conceded a corner. Let's see if they've learned their lesson.
Yeah, he did stick with his man, Charles Azali. Almost got beaten there. A little bit of difficulty in the end. Good defending. It's a combination of his zonal marking all the way. Looks like it.
Signal has gone up from Idetsu. He finds Kobayashi. Looking for another overhead kick. Back out to Sugita. Drilled it across the 6-yard box. It's needed an orange shirt to get a touch on that. They have earned themselves another corner.
And they were just lining up inside the 6-yard area there as the ball was drilled across by Sugita. Anyone could have gotten the touch there. Ilhan. This was the ball drilled in. Look at that.
I think it takes a touch of Sharul on its way through. It'll be the in-swinger from Idetsu. Again. Sent in and he gets another dangerous ball.
I think Hari's with the last touch. Or was it Crichton?
It might have been Crichton on that occasion. Just again whipped in with a lot of pace there from Idetsu. Such good quality with the delivery. And you see a lot with teams, the signals go up, the hands, the 2 hands, the 1 hand, the 2 hands, but the delivery doesn't match up to that at all.
Yeah.
But you know, with Idetsu, if it gives you the signal, the ball's going to arrive where you need it to.
most of the time it doesn't end up with when you do whatever signals you want to do.
Zidetsu. It's Kobayashi looking to flick it on at the near post. Comes back out to Sugita for the shot. Haria with space. Oh, cuts across it. Completely lacks any composure with that finish, Haria, the young man.
Well, is it safe to say it's a defender's shot, a centre-back shot? It's trying to go across goal. In the end, he went across the ball.
I think, Shasi, ideally you want him trying to hit the far post with that, right?
Yeah. Again, it's all Albirex, and things aren't looking promising for young Lions in this game, at least so far.
It hasn't looked promising for the young Lions since June 2010. Albirex have only lost one of their last 33 league matches to the young Lions. A game in which White Swans have wonderful history. A chance for the young Lions to perhaps change things up a little bit. Crichton, it's quickly crowded out though. Haria again, nice and aggressive. Number 3, the defensive midfield role for Albirex Niigata. Ridwan under pressure. Just has to knock it to halfway. That's Crichton, who's just coming back from an offside position. The best of passes back to Kunimoto. Glenn Quay, the invitation to try and close him down, but Kunimoto has, with that clearance, found a decent pass out to Sugita. Just couldn't quite keep it in play. Hidetsu. Just a chance to slow it down for the moment again, to invite that pressure, that press from the young Lions. Koga, nice and composed, brings a delightful ball out to Sugita. He's enjoying himself, Koga. This is that deep-lying playmaker, very deep-lying playmaker. Kakuta, out to Omori. Clips it in, onto the head of Ilhan. What a save! But Tanaka is there on the rebound. Ilhan's frustrated he doesn't get the goal, but his teammate does. And Albirex go 3 up. Another one for Korai Tanaka. Goal number 21 for the campaign.
Again, what a ball from Omori here. One touch out of his foot there. Yeah, just a clipped ball. Where was the marking? It's really just terrible marking. Look at Ilhan Fandi. Very surprised with his reaction there. Look at this. It did everything right. Downward header, trying to go across goal. Keeper makes a brilliant save. And striking partner gets his second.
It was an excellent save from Ridwan Fikri. Just unfortunate he didn't get enough help from his defense on that occasion. Well, say on that occasion, he hasn't gotten enough help from his defenders on the 2 other occasions that Albirex have been able to find the goals. Ilhan, I wonder if that's a good sign in the sense that is he showing that selfishness of a striker of wanting to get the goals for himself?
I think as a striker, you want that, you know, especially in your team, you want your striker to be hungry.
That's a terrible pass out. Sugita swings another cross in. They're all over the place at the moment, young Lions. Crichton through the legs of Omori.
Yeah, Albirex just lining up here, queuing up for another chance to score their 4th. Just going back to that point about being selfish as a striker. Yeah, you know, as a striker, we weren't strikers, Roshan and myself, but you know, we do know that it's a special kind of breed. You know, the strikers. His reaction there was just gold.
all the good strikers, they are hungry for goals. They demand service, they demand quality into them. That's Kobayashi again. They just close it off very well. Albirex Niigata tactically, they show such good control in matches. Detsu to Sugita, finding spaces for each other. Intelligent movement off the ball. Our players just know their roles so well.
Yeah.
Omori finds Kobayashi. Strutting his stuff. And Kobayashi, it's a delightful pass out to Idetsu, looking for the cutback into Kobayashi. It's Idetsu again, sending it from a deeper position. He finally gets his goal. Flag stays down. Ilhan Fandi with his 11th of the season. Another aerial assault by Albirex Niigata.
Well, he's happy now. But again, it's too easy. Idetsu again picks out his man. And as soon as he's gotten before the goalkeeper, you know that it'll end up to the back of the net. This one's very close, Roshan. Looked like he was in an offside position.
Well, give them the benefit of the doubt. We have the opportunity to look at all these replays. And perhaps he was, they were denied a goal with an offside ball that you know, perhaps shouldn't have been. Maybe a bit of justice then.
But just looking at the young Lions side, Roshan, they just look deflated, they look tired. You know, and we spoke about this before the game as well. Players from, you know, NS duties, from school, from this and that, they just really look like it. You know, some of the players look like they just returned from school, right from school, and it has been a very poor performance so far.
Kwe, let's go back to Saad Akmal. Gets another loose pass, and Shah's asking questions of his teammates. It's won back by Gallagher. The referee says play on. Two, neat touch away. Trying to be tenacious and aggressive. Albirex are able to just clear the danger. Detsu, by the way, picking up his 14th assist of the campaign. He's now top of that specific chart. And broken it up in midfield. And Kobayashi's got space down this right-hand side once more. It's a free man on the far side.
Yeah, Tanaka was in acres of space. I think it was Tanaka, and wasn't found. Spaces everywhere for Albirex at the moment, the attacking front.
Well, and they are closing things off defensively as well. They're working so hard on that side of the game. Now here's another look at it, Shasi, you tell me.
Offside. His left foot at least was offside, you know, and again, they don't have the cameras, the replays, but they got to get it right as well, you know. Let's hope the VAR gets to town.
As he goes. That's actually a clever ball out to Glenn Kwe. Nice pick out. Has to go back into Joel Chu though.
Yeah, that is really the story of the Young Lions today. 37.5 minutes gone. This first half, nowhere near the quality that is required. And no disrespect to the Young Lions, this is the kind of game that the Albirex need to get a point away from the LCS, you know, and especially for the forwards as well, to rake up the goals. Goal difference could prove to be the difference at the end.
That's Kwe. He's done well to spin away from Kobayashi, finds Joel Chu. Looking to try and make something happen for his side. Here's Danish. Shah. Zikos. And that move just breaking down in a key area. Able to just penetrate this Albirex defense. Shah might have the opportunity to do so. Just to hang on to it. Gets it taken off him. And that is better from Stewart on that occasion. I'm sure he's got his body in the way. He's going to come right back at this defense though. Here is Tanaka. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Into Kobayashi. Cut back into Sugita. Again, enough power behind the hit, but it's straight down the middle. Fikri makes a good save. Duta, clever touch out wide to Idetsu. On his left foot now. Looks for the far post, finds Tanaka. But just couldn't quite angle it, get the power on it back towards one of his teammates.
Well, Idetsu, right foot, left foot, finds his man as well. This time, deep one with his left foot. Daniel Crichton down this right side, struggling to keep pace with Tanaka.
Just see how dominant Albirex have been. That graphic there, 8 shots to 2. They've scored from 4 of those 8 shots. Again, easily finding the goals. They came into this one, Albirex Niigata, the league's best attack, 57 goals from 18 matches. 61 from this one, the 19th game of the campaign. The Young Lions, joint worst defense. They are now the worst defense in the league. 53 goals conceded. This one, the 18th game of the season. Koga is dallying on that again. He's looked nice and comfortable in possession, and perhaps on that occasion just far too casual. It's quickly closed down by Shah. Let's get away with it. Free kick has been given.
Yeah, deemed to be a foul by Shah. Like you said, a little bit lucky there.
Gallagher was fouled by Ilhan. High foot. Albirex is number 17.
Yeah, both players going for it. No hard feelings. Former Young Lions player Ilhan.
Koe loses out to Jun Kobayashi. Here's Kan Kobayashi. And just one of those players. Kan Kobayashi glides across the pitch. Former FC Tokyo youth player, Kan Kobayashi. There's Tanaka. Lifts another one into Ilhan. Couldn't quite take it down.
Again, there wasn't any offside there. It's again too easy. Just running behind his man, Ilhan Fandi.
Here's Stewart. And Shah, again, they're getting closed down so quickly. On the away side, finding it very difficult to create opportunities.
Yeah, it's the work ethics as well from the Japanese side. Yeah, they can score goals, but they can defend as well. Put in the work.
Koga not taking any chances. Just hoofs it up.
impressive about this side as well, Roshan, is that they can go either way. They can play long, they can play short, they can build up from the back, they can counter-attack as well if they do want. So they've got weapons everywhere.
That's that variation in the game. Tactically makes it so difficult in your analysis as well.
Yeah,
You know, how do you prepare to come up against a side that have goals from everywhere? And like as you said, can play short, can go long, transition so well, and defend as a unit, incredible fitness levels.
It's just a nightmare. It's a real nightmare to go against this side.
I'll tell you what, give Hassan Jalani at Tanjung Pagar United a call and ask him how he's been able to do it twice.
Twice.
Kobayashi. Again, another lovely pass. Just to switch the angle of attack to Idetsu. Well, they're 4-0 up. Not bad for a side who apparently only know how to play longer balls or longer passes.
You won't give that up, Roshan. That almost was a long ball.
And there really isn't anything wrong with it, as long as it's effective, right? It creates chances for you, and you get the results out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you do play long and it reaches your player, your objective, then it's fine, right? So it doesn't matter.
It's not aimless, is it?
Yeah, it's not aimless.
There's a reason behind it. Danish with the throw. Not just too much on that ball forward for Ilhan to keep in play. He looks fresh, he looks fit, Ilhan. He missed the last game against Hougang. He did score against the Young Lions on the 23rd of July in that 5-0 win. He has 9 goals and 9 appearances for Albirex Niigata now since moving from the Young Lions. It's Kobayashi just stronger in that challenge. Tanaka cuts back inside. It's closed off, so he has to go out to Kobayashi. Finds Idetsu. Lovely first touch. To the head of Ilhan. He couldn't quite get over the ball to head it back down. He's frustrated with himself again.
Yeah, that's the frustration shown again and again. That clipped ball. Look at this. Just clipped it, and it's almost a specialist at that. And Sugita was just behind Ilhan Fandi as well. Probably didn't get that call. Didn't want to hear Ilhan.
You know, Shasi, before we go to halftime, I have a feeling the referee's going to blow the whistle here. Yep. What does Nazri Nasir do in this situation as a coach? Very quickly.
Now, you just have to, you know, it's all about pride now. Nothing to do with the result, nothing to do with, you know, just have to get a better performance, closing down, show Albirex that you are there, at least turn up for the second half. And then, other than that, you know, just have to look forward. That's it.
Well, what a putting 45 minutes it's been for the home side. Albirex Niigata in cruise control. And at the Jurong East Stadium here at halftime, it is Albirex Niigata 4, Young Lions 0. As Ilhan Fandi was able to get himself a goal, his 11th for the season. Korai Tanaka, the goal number 20 and 21 for the campaign, closing in on Boris Kapitovic at the top of the race for the Golden Boot. A lot of entertainment in this opening 45 from the home side. There'll surely be more in the second half. We'll go for a quick break. We'll be back with highlights from the first half. Welcome back to Jurong East Stadium. It is half-time here between Albirex Niigata and the Young Lions. Albirex Niigata leading by 4 goals to 0. Shashi Kumar alongside me. I think that's a fair reflection of the match.
Very much so. 15 to 2 shots again. And, you know, you talk about high-quality chances. You like to talk about that. You know, I think Albirex, they were all over the Young Lions. And it has been a very, very poor first-half performance for the Young side.
It should always be about those high-quality chances, and we're going to see a few of those in the highlights here, beginning with the Young Lions and perhaps the only real opportunity in this first half. Trying to catch Albirex Niigata with that sucker punch. It was Glenn Quay with the shot. It was saved by Koga.
Yeah, Glenn doing so well here to capitalize on this mistake at the back, the bounce. Good turn. Obviously with his left foot, Koga does well to tip it over.
There was some enterprising play from the Young Lions very early on in this match. And then once Albirex started to get into their flow, they were incredibly difficult to stop. And on 21 minutes, there would be a goal scored by Kora Tanaka, his 20th of the campaign, completely unmarked in the 6-yard box. And heads it off that Idetsu delivery for his 13th assist of the season.
Just looking at that again, he just dropped off, came into a position where he was unmarked. This is the start of it all, really. You know, it was too easy in the end. Look at that. The goalkeeper got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out.
Albirex Niigata, by the way, scored from 8 corner kick situations this season. And there'll be another one here from open play. This time, Sugita, second bite of the cherry. But Ilhan Fandi with that excellent work, putting that pressure on Harry Stewart to take it off him, and then from then on has the help of his teammates put that one away.
Yeah, how long does Harry Stewart want to clear this ball? Ilhan Fandi does ever so well to press the man Sugita with the finishing touches, and that is Harry's there, and Ilhan does well there with that touch to book it to Tanaka. Sugita, second bite. Won't miss from that chance.
Sugita's 8th goal of the campaign, scored in back-to-back matches now. Nice and composed with the finish. The past couple of challenges. You do feel for Ridwan in goal for the Young Lions. Actually hasn't done too much wrong. In fact, it's been very helpful at keeping the scoreline at just 4. Ilhan Fandi frustrated that he wasn't able to get the goal for himself. But his teammate Korai Tanaka was on hand to put away the rebound. 31 minutes in, Tanaka with his 21st goal of the campaign.
You know what, you're right about Ridwan. Look at this save. You got to admire the save here. Superb save. And Amori, again, seemed to be specialist all around with this clip kind of cross. What a save from Ridwan. And can't keep out that rebound. Tanaka scoring his 2nd there.
Work again from Albirex Niigata. Nice and patient in the build-up when they needed to be. Then they had to go through the gears. They were able to do that very easily. You just see the reaction from Ilhan as well. Great save. The first one from Ridwan. Frustration for Ilhan. He would eventually get a goal from himself, I should say. There he is again. Another cross, this time from the right-hand side. It's going to come back in from Idetsu. Has been given far too much time and space to put in quality. There he is, Ilhan, with his 11th goal of the campaign, getting to the ball ahead of Ridwan.
You're right,
back of the net.
You're right about no one closing on the man on the ball, and this time is Idetsu, of course, with his technical ability and his quality from wide positions. He's going to pick his man out. He's going to pick that man out, Ilhan Fandi. And he's not going to miss from there.
There you go, another look from this angle. A bit of controversy around this goal, perhaps. Ilhan just leaning slightly offside. He won't care, flag stays down, you have to play to the whistle. And he's gotten his goal. Here's what's coming up for you on match week 20. My apologies, getting too excited at the fact that we've seen 4 goals already in the first half. Balestier Khalsa take on Hougang United at Toa Payoh Stadium on Friday. And on Saturday, Tanjung Pagar United are in action against Tampines Rovers. All big games for the sides chasing those AFC Cup spots. And on Saturday, also the Young Lions will be in action against the Lion City Sailors. Albirex Niigata on Sunday, back here at the Jurong East Stadium. They take on Geylang International, who have been in a decent run of form over the last few weeks or so. We'll go away for a short break and come back for the second half. Back at Jurong East Stadium, just ahead of kickoff the second half. It's Albirex Niigata leading the Young Lions by 4 goals to 0. Home side, very good control of this one. Two goals scored by Korai Tanaka in that first half. There was a goal from Sugita and Ilhan Fandi as well. Will be the Young Lions looking for a response in this second 45. They kick us off, going from right to left on your screens, playing in the all-black outfits. There's confirmation of the scoreline and the goal scorers for you. Crichton unable to keep that in play. Former SPL head coach Shashi Kumar still with me. Shashi, I asked you before halftime the message from Nazri Nasir, what it would be to his players, and you said it was about playing for pride, making sure that Albirex know that they've been in a game and try and rectify that in the second half. What about for Yoshinaga? You're 4-0 up. What's the message from a coach then in those situations?
No mercy. No, seriously, you know, like I said before during the game as well, it could end up in a goal difference fight, you know, at the end of the league with LCS. So you got to go for goals and keep a clean sheet. You know, especially for Albirex, you know, as a goalkeeper, as defenders, you don't want to be conceding goal even if you are 5-0 up, 6-0 up. So that should be the message. Go out there and keep on getting the goals.
Flag has gone up for offside here, and I just note that we have had a change. Tsuya Sambongi so have come on for number 10, Kan Kobayashi, and Sambongi has dropped into that right back role. Idetsu looks to have pushed on into central midfield along with Haria and Kakuta. There's Idetsu looking to lift it over the top for Sugita. A bit of a reshuffle tactically from Albirex Niigata here. We won't have that sort of delivery from Idetsu from a deeper position now. But still they're pressing here, and Gallagher has to get that away. Want it back, Kakuta, out to Tanaka. Can't get past Crichton. It's a slip there from Kunimoto. Here comes Zikos. Has Joel Chu in support. Can't find him.
Yeah, Zikos there just played the ball blindly. He's, Joel Chu is the only player keeping up with the pace of the game in support. It's way offside there. Ilhan Fandi, a very high line from the Young Lions side. Plays down.
Yeah, it looks to be Sharul who's gone down. Maybe needing a little bit of treatment.
Just surprised that the Young Lions haven't made any changes at half-time as well.
The hope here is that Sharul will be able to continue. Doesn't look too good for him. Gone down, immediately looked like he took off his boot there. His sister, by the way, Putri Nur Shaz Liza, also plays for Singapore. The first female footballer to be offered an overseas athletic scholarship. Fantastic news. All in the family with Sharul Sazali. Was actually introduced to football by his mother, who played hockey and football.
Sporting family there, Sharul Sazali. He looks like he is okay.
It's so important, just to digress a little bit, having that support structure.
Yeah.
In terms of that family unit and sporting arena, actually whatever it is, whatever arena you want to go out into.
Especially understanding the emotions, especially when you lose a game. The mental part of the game is so important.
There's a bit of a coming together there between Sugita and Shah. Wasn't too happy with it. Addressed whatever issue it was that Sharul was facing. Good to see him back onto the pitch. His 6th season overall with the Young Lions, Sharul. Just spent that one campaign in the 2020 season with Tampines Rovers. There he is, getting his head on the end of that one. And it goes out as far as Sugita, finds Sambongi.
Yeah, good closing down this time. Sambongi from that right wing position.
situation with the change. Kobayashi, number 10, who looked very comfortable in the first half, was pulling the strings for Albirex. Might have just picked up a bit of a knock, and there's no need to risk it, is there? 4 goals up.
Yeah, especially when you are so comfortable. You've got able substitutes as well.
Hidetsu swings it in. And again, it's another header at the near post from Jun Kobayashi. Makes the run into that area. In the end, Haria, I think it was with the final touch.
An important flick on here. Look at this. The ball was just drilled across to the near post area. Kobayashi, Haria should have done better. That's an open goal.
Tanaka. Again, Sharul with the interception there. Has 2 career goals, Sharul Sazali. They were both scored against Albirex Niigata. One for Tampines Rovers in that 2020 season and one for the Young Lions back in 2019. And just forcing Sugita to go back. France captain Jun Kobayashi goes even further back just to switch it up, recycle it. Kunimoto to Omori. Skip past the challenge of Crichton. He's ran himself into trouble. That's a lovely touch from Haria. That's cool, composed play in possession. Although, taking it off him just there in midfield, Gallagher into 2. Here comes Glenn Quay. Perhaps one pass too many on that occasion from Albirex. Crichton. Gallagher. Glenn Quay. Crichton immediately getting shut down by Kakuta, who's looking for a free kick. Eventually, it's given. He took his time, the assistant referee on the far side there.
Yeah, that's where it usually breaks down for the Young Lions side. The lack of creativity, just lack of muscle up front as well. Together with Albirex pressing, closing down. There's no way for Crichton there.
He's put his side into trouble. Sugita's gotten to the end of that. It's an important save from Ridwan. Miscommunication in that back line. Syed Akmal. You wonder what he was thinking in that situation. Trying to hit it into the path of Sharul.
Yeah, that square ball on this pitch as well. You can see here the header, square header, the bounce beating Sharul. For a moment there, you thought the first touch was a very good one, but just close to Ridwan. This was the header. The bounce just beat Sharul there, and that first touch almost was perfect.
Oh, he's made several good saves this evening, Ridwan. 23-year-old, his 14th appearance of the season. He's conceded 40 goals this campaign. He's still looking for his first clean sheet of his career. That's Kakuta. Out wide to Tanaka. Loose first touch. Gives Crichton an opportunity to put it out for a throw-in. An injury here on the near side, and the referee Abhirami Naidu is getting some advice from the 4th official. Shah has been awarded a yellow card.
Shah Shahira there, don't exactly know for what. Is it for dissent?
I think there was a challenge here on this near side. It was picked out by the 4th official. Was paying attention to the situation and give feedback to the match referee. Kakuta across the penalty area. Again, another really good chance from Albirex. They do get the corner out of this. And there are 2 players looking to attack that ball that was played in by Kakuta.
Yeah, this was the chance again. The cross across. 6-yard again.
Touched over the bar by Sharul.
Yeah, there was a player there keeping him onside down that far side and deflected off a Young Lions player.
7 corners to 1. That's headed away by Crichton. Detsu. Stewart that gets a touch on it. Danish. Be a free kick. Kakuta is going to be given a yellow card as well.
Yeah, just even things out a little, but still feel a little bit sorry for Kakuta. There was nowhere at that pace. Yeah, it was a foul, but can't possibly move anywhere.
Here's another look at that. I think he knows exactly what he's
yeah.
doing, Kakuta, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Knows he's beaten.
Just turned his body and then dive at the end as well.
23-year-old Kakuta joined this season from Kanagawa University. Actually spent some time in his younger days training and developing with Shonan Belmare. Cheryl. Just going to try and find Shah. Instead, has been cut out by that Albirex defense in Detsu. Well, I guess you can see what he was trying to do. Tanaka, instead of making that diagonal run in, just peeled out wide.
This time from a central midfield area. Ball wasn't accurate enough.
Chu. Take back from Sharul. Again, close down quickly. It's Kakuta. He never stops working in midfield. Continuing on with his run forward. Finds Tanaka, who will lift it towards the back post. Ilhan has left it for Sugita.
And he's saying he's probably left it because he was in an offside position. Let's see what happens here. Both
off.
4 of them were offside. Good decision.
And correct call. Side Akmal. Second ball picked up by Joel Chu. Not for long. They just can't retain possession. The Young Lions are struggling to deal with how quick Albirex are getting forward. Has that ended up in the back of the net? Yes, it has. Off Stewart, who's having a nightmare. No celebrations. No need to celebrate. A cross was played in with lots of pace by Omori. Taking a heavy deflection off Stewart, but have a look at this acceleration from Omori.
Look at that, the pace. Said Akmal was nowhere near Omori, and it was a cruel deflection of Haris here. Look at the pace shown by Omori down this left-hand side. Left Said Akmal for dead, and then just looking at that again. Could Ridwan have done better?
That's sharp. 5-0 now. $5-0 in the first meeting, 5-0 in the second, 5-0 in the third. Still,
half an hour to go.
Time for more. It's Glenn Quay. To Danish. Shah. Holding off the challenge of Haria, but really nowhere to go, the Young Lions. Danish, lovely turn away from Sambongi. Sends a shot in, gives Koga some work to do.
Yeah, that was a good turn from Kanishkayu down this left-hand side, turned his man well. Shot, more trouble. Koga from there.
I think it's safe to say we're headed towards Albirex Niigata winning their 20th straight game against the Young Lions. Now scored 72 goals in the last 20 matches, 20 league matches against the Young Lions. And coming into this, it was 12 clean sheets collected from the first 19. And at the moment, it looks like it's going to be picking up clean sheet number 13. And in those 19 games, they've conceded just 7 goals.
It was just crazy stats there, but they would want to keep this going, especially the clean sheets record as well.
Over the top, try and pierce that clean sheet record of theirs. Again, good goalkeeping by Koga to be quick off his line. Hidetsu. Well, the frustration as he's fouled there, frustration in this situation for Albirex Niigata would be for them to actually concede a goal.
Yes, like I said before, as a coach, as a goalkeeper as well, you don't want to be conceding goals, even if you're 5-6-0 up. Just before that, it was a delightful ball from Jared Gallagher there, concedes the foul.
There's a substitution here for Young Lions. We'll have number 37, Moritz Faisal Radewald, 18-year-old. Coming on, we'll be joined by Amir Shafiz, number 15, coming on as well. And also, changes for Albirex Niigata. Nicky Melvin Singh getting an opportunity. Looks to be Ilhan who will be coming off.
Doesn't look happy as a striker.
Lee has also come on. So Joel Chu has come off to be replaced by Amir Shafiz. Here comes Quay into Shah. Shafiz from range. His first involvement there. Just to send the shot towards goal. Nicky Melvin Singh has come on for Sugita.
Yeah, Shah with the square ball looking for Amir Shafiz. Like you said, his first touch of the game. Not a bad one, but again, going to be Koga from there.
Moritz Radewald coming on for Daniel Crichton. Hidetsu out to Tadanari Lee. Sambongi on the overlap, puts in a dangerous cross. And that's put away by Korai Tanaka. 3 on the 9. Level with Kapitovic in the race for the Golden Boot. Sambongi with the assist after some lovely build-up play by Albirex Niigata, especially down this right-hand side.
Yeah, we speak about the overload on the right-hand side. It's becoming too easy. The cross from Sambongi, the substitute, after great work there from Tadanari Lee. A cross goal, Tanaka getting in front of his man, Saik Atmal. 6-0.
Kodai Tanaka again enjoying himself once more against the Young Lions. Had 4 goals against them coming into this one. He's got 7 in 3 matches against this young side. And really goes back to Kobayashi. Tanaka very much looking like he's going to be on his way towards hitting that 26 goal mark of Tsubasa Sano in 2017. Doesn't look good for him though. He's gone down, saying that he needs a change. Might have gone over his ankle.
Yes. Oh yes, his left ankle just went there. Rolled his left ankle, as you can see here. There, oh, it's going to be a painful one. It's either a bad sprain or yeah.
He's not going to be able to continue, Kodai Tanaka, and that's a big blow. That's a big blow for him, and could potentially be a big blow for Albirex Niigata in the title race, because he has been so important for them up front.
Yeah, on a personal front as well as for the team as well. We talk about the top goal scorers award as well as, you know, his goals propelling Albirex forward all the time, and he knew it straight away when he rolled his left ankle there. There's no way he's going to continue.
Well, he's gotten his 3rd hat-trick of the campaign, Kodai Tanaka, but this is not good at all. He stretched it off immediately, he knew, and he done his ankle. Thoughts with Kodai Tanaka as Albirex Niigata make another change here with Kanato Fukazawa coming on for the injured Kodai Tanaka.
Yeah, this probably means that Tadanari Lee will play up top on his own.
Zikos trying to battle away up front on his own, but again there is Haria. And Fukazawa immediately getting involved in the action. Takes a foul from Amir.
Yeah, Amir there says the ball a little bit quicker because he's taking one for the team there.
Lots of frustration here for the Young Lions. It's just really not in this game at all.
Yeah, it's a clear push there. Frustration shown by the substitute, Amir Shafiz. And another opportunity here. They are in danger. It's because every single time Albirex go forward, look like they're going to score a goal.
Chance for Albirex to pile on the misery as they look for goal number 7. Detsu will want another assist to pull away from Lestien. Top of the assist chart. It's gone for goal. It's come back off the crossbar. Here's Nicky Melvin Singh. Oh, that's again another delightful cross into the area that deserved the finish. And Tadanari Lee, who's actually been in a very good run of goal-scoring form. He's got a goal in each of his last 3 SPL matches. Not quite sure how he missed that one.
Yeah, it should have been 7 here. Nicky Melvin Singh doing ever so well to go past Harry Stewart here. Good ball in as well, across goal. He probably hit it a little bit too cleanly here, Tadanari Lee. Good play, good wing play. There you go.
Tadanari Lee staying on 6 goals for the campaign. He's made a good contribution to the side. His last 2 matches that he's come on against Hougang, only got the goal, but helped to change the complexion of the match for Albirex. It changed the way that they set up tactically in that one. It gave them a bit of a platform to go on and get the point, pull themselves out of the rut. Here's Hidetsu saying, I'm sick of setting up my teammates, I'm going to go for goal myself.
Yeah, why not? What a shot this was, going for the far post. Goalkeeper was beaten, hits the bar.
Well, it's sort of turned into a bit of a training match, hasn't it, Shasi? Just the way Albirex have gone about this and how dominant they've been. Well, 2 more changes for the young Lions here. There's Abdul Razak and Shabil Hisham coming on. Abdul Razak will partner Zico Chua up top as he replaces Glenn Quay. Shabil Hisham plays Syed Akmal.
You just talked about it just now about almost being like a training match. And it is really true, because making as many changes like that just disrupts the flow of the game as well. This is what you would do in a training match.
Fukazawa gets into the area. Makes the pass off Hidetsu. Radevald flipping it forward into Abdul Razak. Pokes it behind the Albirex defense. Can Zico Chua keep this in play? He can. He's done well. But so has Kunimoto. He's getting his body in front of Zico Chua, getting it out for a goal kick.
Yeah, just fighting a losing battle at the moment. Zico Chua, ball played to him, tried to keep it in play, and then just need the support to come in as well. It hasn't been coming throughout the game. It's been a lonely battle up top for Zikos.
Hidetsu, lovely touch into Kakuta. Finds Nicky Melvin Singh, decides against using Sambongi on the overlap, and he's got some tracking back to do here. They do well, again, so well, just to recover possession, Albirex Niigata.
He looks so lively. Melvin Singh there, trying to win the ball back as well.
Well, you would expect that, fresh legs.
Yeah.
And fresh legs in the form of Fukuzawa, taking it off. Amir Shafi's just was taking a bit of a nap in central midfield. There's Omori. Kakuta. Sambongi. Cuts inside Radevald. And battling away. Not giving up on anything, Albirex Niigata. Incredible attitude to have. 6 goals up. Omori. Losing out to Abdul Razak for the moment, but again recovering and taking it back.
Yeah, a couple of times you just feel that Omori would have lost the battle. Kept on plugging away. Superb attitude.
Hidetsu. It's Fukazawa. Neat touch from Tadanari Lee. Good footwork. Skip past a couple of challenges. Finds Fukazawa. And Hidetsu, at this point in time, just really enjoying himself. Whether it's from right back or in central midfield. Just pinging passes all over the place. Another wonderful outing for Kakuta as well, the number 6. Izumori. Bends it in behind for Nicky Melvin Singh. Flag has gone up.
Yeah, just straight offside there. Melvin Singh. Ball from the left-hand side. Player just come on. Fresh legs. Let's take a look here. Yeah, just really eager a little bit. Tell you what, if he had held his run, he'd be true on goal.
Big header, won by Jun Kobayashi. Melvin Singh. Haria. Go from right to left. Here's Fukazawa. Oh, lovely work by Albirex Niigata down the left-hand side. Fukazawa looking for the cutback. Melvin Singh, when it comes out to Idetsu with a shot on his left foot. And I really don't think Nicky Melvin Singh meant for that to go towards Idetsu.
I'm sure he'll say that's a pass. It turned out to be a good pass to Idetsu, was it? And that was good play down the left-hand side. Just looking at that with his outside of his left foot pass to Idetsu.
Looks like he's come off his shin, actually. That's mistiming the effort there, Kim Melvin Singh. But otherwise, has looked very lively since he's come on. Getting himself into some really good positions. And again, it's just played over the top. This young Lions defense. And second ball is picked up by Albirex. Once more, Idetsu to Taranari Lee. Battle away with Shabil and Taranari Lee somehow won that. Idetsu. Kakuta. Taranari Lee sending a cross in. Maybe a provider. Again, Nicky Melvin Singh gets himself into a promising position, and the finish was lacking.
Yeah, should have done better. Good ball from Omori. Kakuta again pulling strings in the middle of the park. Too much time on the cross, too much time in the middle as well for Nicky Melvin Singh. Just look at the line here.
Look at that defensive line from the young Lions.
It's just poor. They're just looking at each other. Just, those are basic mistakes at the back.
One player dropping off and the other 3 pushing up, playing all the Albirex attackers onside. Shah. Try and bend it around Haria. He's too clever for that. Almost put his goalkeeper in trouble though. And a neat turn away from pressure by Kakuta. So tidy in possession. Wonderful work rate. Fukazawa. Pass. Shabil gets a toe in. Zikos trying his best to hang on to it, but again, he just gets isolated. He gets crowded out by those orange shirts. Listen, it's 11 aside, but it looks like they've got 15 players out on the pitch. Just how good they are and how aggressive they are with their play and the tempo and the intensity, Albirex Niigata.
And the positioning as well. You know, they are in position to win the ball as soon as they lost it.
Idetsu. Omori with the cutback into Fukazawa. Haria. Taranari Lee. For that no-look pass. And a return ball from Nicky Singh. Instead, it's gone out to Sambongi. Puts another ball into the area. That defense has to deal with. Off the head of Shabil. Into the arms of Ridwan.
There's a wicked ball across from the right-hand side. Look at the curl on this.
A challenge from Amir. He's lucky.
Gotta be very careful here, Amir. It's a terrible tackle.
Kobayashi sends it on to Sambongi. And Nicky being encouraged to close down and press. The school there, Radovalt is making his debut in the SPL on this left-hand side of that Young Lions defense. Shabil, 19-year-old, looking for options in front of him, finds one in Amir. That's good work from Tadanari Lee. Again, being that player to just link it up for Albirex in attack. Okay, he lost the ball on that occasion to Stewart. But, you know, he's still offering himself up as that option, as that outlet. No foul given. AIA taking it off Zico Strua. Perhaps felt there should have been a free kick. Back to reality for the Young Lions after that 4-2 win over Tanjung Pagar United at the weekend. Nicky Singh, lovely work to skip past Radovalt. That's a late challenge. Jared Gallagher, that frustration again creeping into the game, and he completely accepts that yellow card. Perhaps not too pleased with what he perceived to be showboating from Nicky Melvin Singh.
It's a terribly late challenge from Jared, and he knows it as well. It's just pure frustration. Just caught Melvin Singh on the right ankle there.
Another challenging night at the office for the Young Lions. Be Idetsu stepping up to take this. Interesting angle as well. Let's see if we can actually get the right sort of delivery here. Delay here while a decision is being made about what kind of changes they are going to be making. And it's going to be substitution for Albirex Niigata as Jun Kobayashi comes off. And he'll be replaced by Mahiro Takahashi. Detsu. That's cleared away.
Yeah, that one was played just behind the Albirex strikers.
You talk about bogey sides. The Young Lions, I'm sure if you look at their recent history, will have a few of those teams that they constantly lose to, but this record against Albirex Niigata is just incredible.
Did you say 2010?
If you go back to 2010, Albirex Niigata have only lost, June 2010, Albirex Niigata have only lost one of their last, now, I'm going to assume, 34 league matches, and they've won their last 20. each of their last 20. And the only win for the Young Lions in that time came on the 2nd of November 2015. 1-0 win for the Young Lions. That goal was scored by Jordan Webb. Fukazawa driving infield, finds Omori. Gets it back from Taranarili. It's Sambongi. Whipped in with pace, had to be dealt with.
Now it's a different kind of cross from this right-hand side now. Another opportunity for the Young Lions to make a change.
Looks like it's going to be another clean sheet for Albirex Niigata as well. Zico Straw comes off, replaced by 17-year-old Irfan Iskandar. Another lovely moment. If you're a player getting an opportunity, not lovely coming on when you're 6-0 down. In terms of the overall storyline and wanting to be on the winning side. Second appearance of the campaign for Irfan. And his debut on the 18th of June against Tanjung Pagar. Sambongi. Push into the penalty box. Again, it's an important touch from Stewart. One more corner for Albirex Niigata.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, you know, now the Young Lions got to deal with a different kind of cross. It was used to be the Detsu's clipped ball. And Sambongi to just drive those in.
It's played short. Fukazawa. Drop of the shoulder. Take it past Sharp. Come back out to Kakuta. What a finish from Kupe Kakuta. 7 on the 9 for Albirex. Kakuta with his first goal of the season. Everyone getting in on the action.
And there it is, shared responsibility, like I said. But Kakuta, I tell you what, that is not an easy shot to take. First time. And look at this. It's an amazing shot there. Kakuta with his left foot as well. Just hits it very, very cleanly. Just thought that it was a clearance out, but hit the post.
It came back off the post, zipped out to Kakuta very quickly. And the technique behind that strike was excellent. Kakuta, who's absolutely not known for his goals, just scored one there. It's first of the campaign.
And he's just one of those players that quietly goes about doing his job without anybody noticing. Except for us, that is, Roshan.
Oh, we've noticed his contribution in the middle of the park, Kakuta. Fantastic player. And he is a number 6. Works so hard and just so intelligent with his ball usage. It's confirmation that he's gotten himself a goal. He loves a Rubik's Cube, Kupe Kakuta. This explains why he's so intelligent at deciphering those patterns. Yellow card for Irfan. Looks a bit confused as to why he has been booked.
Yeah, he is. Irfan Iskandar just came on to the pitch. 17-year-old.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Koga's 5th clean sheet of the season. Unless Young Lions can come up with something, consolation, late on in this one. Don't know if there'll be too much time added on. The referee is showing any mercy to the Young Lions players. 3 minutes as Abdul Razak breaks in behind, gets past Haria. Oh, it's not going to be any clean sheet. It's an own goal. Ryo Kunimoto. Good work from Abdul Razak. Charging into the area late on. Got past Haria. And this will hurt Albirex Niigata. It will frustrate them.
Do you think they'll be happy, Roshan? It's really... it's a weird thing to say as well. You're leading 7-0 and then concede that goal. See the frustration and the happiness. There you go. I think it was a mistake at the back initially from Haria. And Razak trying to center the ball.
Well, he had to deal with it. Kunimoto. He had a look over his shoulder. He saw Shah was there. Had to get a toe on it, or a foot onto that cutback. He did, unfortunately for him. Ended up as an own goal.
Yeah, he just stuck his foot out there, his right foot out, instead of having a swing at it. But yeah, it is what it is.
Ryo Kunimoto with that own goal. I've seen two of those in this half. One coming from Stewart, and the one from Kunimoto. Both a little bit unfortunate, perhaps. But Albirex can end this on a high. Idetsu sent into the 6-yard box. Nobody on hand to put away the finish.
Still biting into tackles, Albirex. They don't stop. They never stop.
Razak. Neat hold-up play. Look to, just for the moment, be taking on one too many, Danish. It's a strong challenge from Stewart in on Nicky Melvin Singh. Won the throw-in as well. Quickly by Stewart into Razak. Kunimoto will look to try and just guide it across for a goal kick. It's been kept alive. Nomori bring it to halfway. And that's the final whistle. Won by match referee Abirami Naidu. A commanding display by Albirex Niigata. What a 90 minutes from the home side. A bit of frustration at the end, having conceded that goal and an own goal. But an important 3 points in the race for the title. Shasi, your thoughts on the match?
Well, it's just the gulf in class, wasn't it, between Albirex and the Young Lions side. In the end, it was too easy. It was over within the first half an hour of the game. In the end, it was a thrashing, really. And that one goal was real consolation, an own goal.
On the last game, the SPL to have an own goal from each side was Tampines 1, Lion City Sailors 6 on the 21st of September last season. They've had a couple of own goals in this one, but more importantly than that, the attacking display from Albirex Niigata was just top class. And not too many smiles on the faces. You can see that frustration having conceded that one goal. And I said, bigger picture-wise, that cuts the gap at the top of the standings to just a point now. It keeps the pressure on the Lion City Sailors. Albirex Niigata firmly in that title race. More despair for this Young Lions side. Stay rooted at the bottom of the standings. Have the highlights of the match coming up for you. It's pretty much going to be all goals. Rightly so.
Yeah, I was just looking at Koga just walking off the field. He's just putting his arms around.
He's not had too much to do, Koga. It all started in the 21st minute, Idetsu with the assist, Tanaka with the header.
This set the tone, really. The manner of the goal as well. It's too easy. Goalkeeper couldn't do anything at close range. Power in the header from Tanaka. Just straight into a position where he could just take a free header.
That was goal number 20 of the season for Korai Tanaka. And here he is again, involved in the build-up to this one after some wonderful work from Ilhan to take it off Stewart. Rebound would eventually fall to Sugita to score his 8th goal of the campaign.
Yeah, you make a mistake against this side, you always get punished, and that is Stewart there. Example of the closing down of Ilan Fandi. Tanaka just puts it, rolled into Sugita. Good save initially, but then couldn't do much with the rebound. Sugita makes it 2-0.
Just have a look at the footwork of Sugita here. That's lovely work. Just step inside of Shahrul. And then he gets a bit fortunate with the rebound falling back into him, but they work hard to create that. And then, shortly after, it would be 3-0. Again, Korai Tanaka with a simple tap-in. After Ilhan Fandi's header was saved brilliantly by Ridwan.
Yeah, I just do feel sorry a little bit for Ridwan there. Great save. Mori with this time on the left-hand side, rather a cross, clip ball. Looking for Ilan Fandi. Did everything right. Cross goal. Hit it down. Then the rebound, Tanaka, make no mistake.
Well, his 21st goal of the season there, Korai Tanaka. Go on to add another one before leaving the pitch with injury. An injury we hope is not too serious or severe. Having a very good race for the Golden Boot. Tanaka on hand to put that one away. No worries, Ilhan frustrated that he wasn't going to get his goal there. He would eventually get his 11th of the campaign with a neat finish, just getting onto the end of that cross from Idetsu ahead of Ridwan.
Yeah, Idetsu, the second bite of the cherry with a cross. The first one was cut out there. Then retrieved. The second one. Suspicion of offside here. Ilan Fandi. But it all counted.
And again, it's Idetsu with so much time and space to set himself up. Essentially, he can have a look, have a couple of looks, and then not just the great vision that we're talking about, but the quality to execute. Into the second half, 4-0 at half-time for Albirex Niigata. They kept up the pressure in the second, and they would get another goal here, the 5th of the evening. A deflection of Harris Stewart from that Omori cross. Heavy deflection. It would be awarded as an own goal.
That own goal aside, but this was the pace of Omori. Look at him, the way he goes past. Said Akmal was struggling. And wicked deflection there. Trying to intercept that one. Haris went with his left foot. Goalkeeper couldn't do anything about that.
And on 65 minutes, Taranari Lee, after receiving from Idetsu, set it up for Sambongi, and that is a delicious cross. Wonderful cross. If you're a striker looking to attack that, lovely weight on the pass in the direction of the ball that was played in as well. Korai Tanaka with a simple finish for his hat-trick.
Yeah, you're right about the delivery of this cross, the power of it, which means that all you need to do is just touch the ball into the back of the net. It's good play really down the right-hand side. This ball in here. Something that a striker craves for.
His 3rd hat-trick this season, emulating Siboy, who also collected 3 hat-tricks in last year's campaign for Albirex. There will be more. This one, Kakuta, with his first goal of the campaign, a fine finish on his left foot. It came to him so quickly, didn't it, Shasi?
Yeah, it came off the post and then caught this very, very cleanly here with his left foot. Look at that. The technique on that.
Yeah, lovely shot from the edge of the area after some good work by Fukuzawa.
Still
Initially coming back off the post into Kakuta, a lovely finish, and it's a goal that he absolutely deserves for all his great work this season so far for Albirex in midfield. There will be a consolation for the Young Lions. Razak looking hard down the left-hand side, taking advantage of a mistake by Haria, and Ryo Kunimoto putting it into his own net.
And you just look at the reaction of Koga there, tells you about the standards that Albirex is seeking. Almost looking for perfection here, and Konimoto, I just do feel sorry for him. He had to take it. He had to intercept this one because Shah was lurking behind him.
Well, I mean, it's been a night of complete domination from Albirex Niigata, and have a look at those numbers, Shasi. 23 shots to 5, 13 on target to 4.
Yeah, we just spoke about it just before this. It is definitely the gulf in standards. You know, there's no two ways about it. And Albirex Niigata totally deserve this and probably deserve to win this by more goals. The Young Lions simply did not turn up at all.
Ridwan had to be busy. Shasi's absolutely right. It could have been more than just the 7 that they scored, and this is what it means for the standings. Have a look at second place and the top two, Lion City Sailors and Albirex Niigata, just a point in it between them. The pressure is on. We very much have a title race going into the business end of the campaign. Young Lions stay rooted to the bottom of the standings. Just the 2 wins all season. 7 points for them. Another very difficult evening in the Singapore Premier League. And here's a look at what else is coming up on match week 20. And it begins in a couple of days' time. Ballistic Khalsa hosting Hougang United at Toa Payoh Stadium. Then on Saturday, 2 matches coming for you. Tanjung Pagar United against Tampines Rovers. That one happening here at the Jurong East Stadium. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. And there will be a build-up ahead of that match. A big clash in the race for those AFC Cup spots. Also on Saturday at Jalan Besar Stadium, the Young Lions will have a very tough encounter against the Lion City Sailors. So perhaps more woe on the horizon for that young side. And then on Sunday, Albirex Niigata in action once more here at Jurong East Stadium. They'll be up against a Geylang International side that have been showing a good run of form. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the SPL this evening. It ends here at Jurong East Stadium. Albirex Niigata 7, Young Lions 1. On behalf of Shasi Kumar and myself, thanks for joining us. We'll see you very soon.